10 best places to live or retire in Portugal. If you're considering relocating to Portugal, there are several beautiful places to call home. There are housing arrangements to suit all interests and preferences, as each one has its character and charm. Here are some of the most incredible places to live in Portugal, whether you choose to live in the middle of a bustling metropolis or relax by the sea. Are you looking for the best areas in Portugal to live and retire? If that's the case, hang in there because you'll find out about them in a matter of seconds. Number 10. The Algarve. Of course, the magnificent Algarve area on Portugal's southern coast is the main attraction for retirees in Portugal. This location, which boasts golden beaches and towering cliffs, was recently named by Forbes as the most economical alternative in Europe for retirees in 2021. The Algarve is particularly popular with English-speaking expats, depending on where you relocate. Other retirees surround you. Within the region's 16 municipalities, there will be plenty to pick from. Property costs vary by region, but they are usually lower than in other parts of the country, and the cost of living is also lower than in major cities. The Algarve is known for its safety. It is ideal for retirees who wish to live a vibrant and active lifestyle, particularly those who like a game of golf, given the region's reputation as home to some of Portugal's and Europe's best golf courses. Number 9. Ericeira. Surfers have been flocking to Ericeira, a tiny fishing community, in recent years. It's less pricey than Cascais, yet it's still within driving distance of Lisbon. While Ericeira isn't one of the towns you suggested, it might be worth considering. It is about 30 minutes by vehicle from the airport, has good bus connections to nearby towns and cities, and has a health center with Mafra as the nearest hospital. It doesn't get the same amount of fog as the community further north, and while it can get windy at times, it's almost always bright. Larger stores service it well, but it retains its village character with various intriguing restaurants, ice cream shops, and little boutiques. The beaches are the best. Although water sports are popular, there is plenty of chance to sit, relax, and take in the scenery simply. Living here does not break the money because you can grab a tosta and coffee for $2.20 in some of the cafes. Number 8. Chaves. The modest rural hamlet of Chaves, which means key, is a historical entryway to Portugal. Located 10 kilometers south of the Spanish border, it is well known for its numerous spas and thermal baths, which have therapeutic effects. Since Roman times, bathhouses at Calles da Reina, for example, have been used to treat various diseases. The land has been transformed into a contemporary thermal complex with a green park and multiple bars. Chaves also has outstanding grandeur dating back to Roman times, including 2 17th-century strongholds and the ruins of Chaves Castle, which are marked by a lofty tower. Even though many of the villages in the area are impoverished, the locals are known for their kindness. While property in Chaves is a quarter of the cost in Lisbon, the summers are shorter, and the winters are more extraordinary. However, your next sunny holiday is never far away with many airports nearby. Number 7. Braga. In the north of Portugal, Braga is the country's third largest and oldest city, after Lisbon and Porto. This charming city is known for its tiny streets, dotted with bustling cafes and high-end retailers. It also has several well-known old churches, including the Hilltop Church of Bom Jesus do Monte, which is one of Portugal's most recognizable monuments. Despite its historical history, Braga has a thriving property market and plenty of modern residences. Property in the city's ancient district is rarely available, but expats looking for a laid-back lifestyle and affordable housing can find it in the northern quarter and the Universidade do Minho suburbs. The towns and villages on the outskirts of the city, on the other hand, offer more significant properties with plenty of lands if you're looking for more peace or want to retire in the area. Remember that these frequently require extensive renovation and thus a significant investment. Number 6. Coimbra. Coimbra, about halfway between Lisbon and Porto, was Portugal's medieval capital for over a century and is home to the country's oldest and most prominent university. The University of Coimbra has a large expat community, and is extremely popular among retirees due to its inexpensive cost of living and excellent quality of life. Fortunately, choosing a place to stay in Coimbra is not tricky, and there are many possibilities to select from, depending on your tastes. Because of the city's significant student population, areas near the university and the city center are in high demand yet are well suited to students. Number 5. Nazaré. Yes, housing and restaurant costs in Nazaré will be nearly half of what they are in Lisbon. The town's seafront, which is also a long sandy half-moon-shaped beach, is recognized for its grandeur and the brightly colored awnings that adorn the white sandy beaches, which contrast with the blue of the water. This is the beach in Portugal where the more colorful fishing traditions are still alive and well, and it's not uncommon to see fishmongers dressed in the customary seven skirts. During the summer months, sit on the seawall at the end of the afternoon on Saturdays to see the spectacular Art Zega dragnets show, in which women yell out their items for sale nets packed with fish arrived from the sea. Don't worry if you don't understand a language, they'd often utilize codes that only they comprehend. Number 4. Porto and Northern Portugal. People frequently neglect Northern Portugal while deciding where to live and retire in Portugal. Apart from Porto, which has a substantial expat community, the rest of this region has a lot to offer expats and retirees. This mountainous region includes lovely landscapes and vineyards. It is a reasonable option for retirees who want to live in a less touristy area, including the magnificent Douro Valley, a serene sanctuary and ideal for wine enthusiasts. Northern Portugal has some of the lowest property costs in the country, yet living there doesn't mean you have to lose out on the beach since the region has over 100 kilometers of rough coastline. Number 3. Madeira. Madeira is a beautiful Portuguese island in the Atlantic Ocean, around 1,000 kilometers from the coast of mainland Portugal and 600 kilometers from Africa. This beautiful resort boasts a moderate environment and mild weather for the majority of the year, making it an excellent choice for retirees. The archipelago attracts smaller crowds than the Algarve, although the expat community is expanding. Madeira is a beautiful area to live in if you want to get away from the hustle and bustle of city life. It is near to nature and the ideal place to live an island lifestyle. While the cost of living in Madeira is slightly higher than in the Algarve, there is a wide range of reasonably priced properties for sale and rent. Furthermore, the island has been relatively unaffected by the coronavirus pandemic, and life on the island remains relatively standard. Number 2. Caldas da Rainha. Caldas da Rainha, which translates to Queen's Hot Springs, is a spa town in Brazil. Foz do Aurelho, the closest beach, is less than 15 minutes away and has a fantastic surf location. Caldas da Rainha was a favorite of ours. It had a good laid-back vibe to it. It's also not far from Lisbon, explained one of the visitors. La Paisa Pizzeria serves excellent pasta and pizza. Abidos, a town 10 minutes south of Caldas da Rainha, has a new book-themed hotel, the Liveryman Hotel, a must-see for bibliophiles, launched in October 2018, and has tens of thousands of English-language titles. It has a cafe and a cocktail lounge to complement its massive book collection. Number 1. Lisbon. Lisbon is an obvious lure for many expats relocating to Portugal. With its trademark cobblestone streets and gorgeous ancient buildings, the nation's capital, located on the southwest coast, offers a broad spectrum of lifestyles throughout the city's different neighborhoods, including everything from bustling commercial areas and thriving nightlife centers to quaint local quarters and gorgeous seaside places. It also has the 11th century São Jorge Castle and the 16th century Torre de Belém, two of Portugal's most iconic structures. Millions of tourists visit each year because of these historical delights, as well as the countless cafes, restaurants, and retailers available. Consequently, you should choose your district carefully. I anticipate you settling down in Portugal at some point in your life. I hope you've all had a good time watching this video. Subscribe to our channel if you're looking for more travel destinations.